so blessed. This is a season of Thanksgiving. First Sunday in November. And you're going to hear from me lots of Thanksgiving. So many things to be grateful for, to be thankful for. Yes. Amen. Stand as we sing our song today together. Everyone, welcome into this place. Welcome into this upper vessel. You desire to abide in the praises of your people. So we lift our hands and we lift our hearts as we offer up this praise into your name. Welcome into this place. Welcome into this upper vessel. You desire to abide in the praises of your people. So we lift our hands and we lift our hearts as we offer up this praise unto your name. Welcome to this place. Welcome into this upper vessel. You desire to abide in the praises of your people. So we lift our hands and we lift our hearts as we offer up this praise unto your name. Yes, my friends, we offer up this praise of thanksgiving. You know the eyes that you see next to you, those are the eyes and the face of God. Let's sing together. You are the face of God. I hold you in my heart. Yeah. You are a part of me. You are the face of God. Don't you know? You are the face of love. I hold you in my heart. You are a part of me. You are the face of love. That's the top. You are the face of God. I hold you in my heart. You are a part of me. You are the face of God. You are the face of love. Don't you know I hold you in my heart? You are a part of me. You are the face of love. That's the you are the face of me. You are the face of love. You are a part of me. You are a part of me. You are the face of love. Amen.
That was wonderful energy, wasn't it? What a wonderful way to start this service today. And let's just stay in this consciousness of we are the very expression of God. So I invite you right now to close your eyes. Take a deep breath with me. And we're going to open in prayer. And we begin our prayer by feeling and acknowledging this light that is the very essence of God moving into us, this light of wisdom, truth, energy, strength. Feel this light of God moving in you and through you. And move this energy center now to your heart, the center of love. And we connect with this energy of unconditional love. This is our true nature. This is where we are lifted, unified, harmonizing, healing, oneness, knowing there is no beginning and no end. And in this light and love that is the very essence of God, that is our true nature, we let this energy flow out from us into this sacred space, lifting each and every person who is here present, physically or virtually. And we let this light and love of God move out now into our community, into our country, especially lifting and healing all sense of separation, anger, hatred. We move it out into the world, especially to all beings, that they are lifted and know and feel the presence of God. And we envelop our planet Earth in light and love. And so it is, amen. And I welcome everyone here on this beautiful fall morning. We all got an extra hour of sleep. Did you enjoy that? I enjoyed that, except that my Molly doesn't know that we were sleeping the extra hour. She was up and ready to go at her regular time. So, but I encouraged her to stay in bed with me. But anyway, it is just really wonderful to be here with everyone, and I welcome you all, including those of you that are joining us virtually, because I know that you could be doing anything that you want. There's so many things that capture our attention these days, and you've chosen to be here, and that is so appreciated. And now we're going to set our intention, because that is what we do, right? We set our intention knowing our oneness, knowing that we are interconnected. We've been on a journey. Now we're in prosperity, but we really focused on, for a few weeks, on the Book of Joy by the Dalai Lama and the Archbishop Desmond Tutu. And that book just reinforced how interconnected we are. One of the suggestions was by Archbishop Desmond Tutu was, when we're feeling stuck, when we're feeling upset, to actually first come into knowing what's happening within us, mental immunity, that was actually the Dalai Lama, and then look out, expand your vision, include others, come out of your small self and into the oneness that we really are. And this is how we develop, grow compassion, empathy, love. And that's the antidote that I think is so important for us to be experiencing, practicing, bringing into consciousness today. And with that, we'll just look at each other right now and acknowledge that the divine in me sees and blesses the divine in you. So do that. Turn to your neighbor, wherever they might be seated. They could be in front of you, next to you, behind you. And I will say that to those of you that are joining us virtually. The divine in me sees and acknowledges the divine in you. And welcome. I know we have a new person here. The rest of you I know. So I would like to invite Elizabeth to raise her hand so that we can all welcome her when the service ends. Welcome, Elizabeth. And now we'll
right.
Jump into a song.
Hey, one of our favorites.
Let's stand.
Hey, stand and celebrate with us. You know what? Are you in the right place? I think you are. Yeah. Here we go. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. Oh, my soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. I am getting the message. right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. Oh, my soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. My soul, my soul. Last time, here we go. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. Oh, my soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome. I said I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. Last time I said I'm getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. Amen. Woo-hoo.
Good morning, everyone. Morning. My name is Nancy, and I'm your platform leader for today. Let's set our intention, please, by saying our statement of faith together, please. There is only one presence and one power in the universe and in my life and affairs, God the Good. Our daily word reading today is called prayer, and you might find it helpful if you'd place your hand over your heart and begin to get in touch with your heartbeat. The one I have is supposed to be prosperity. Well, I'll try and read it off the. In the thing I have prayer. The thing that was given. Can we do that? I'm so there's a few dates and things that are off on this one, so I had to make some changes. This one went through it, and it was told I was the second draft, so we'll do it. So we're going to do prayer with your heart. Put your hand toward your heart and get in touch with your heartbeat so you can. Prayer is the rhythm of my heart. With every beat, I feel connection to God, my source of all that is good. My prayer practice helps me deepen this awareness. In the moments of prayer, I align with the presence of God within as I quiet my thoughts and mental chatter and feel the heartbeat. In this state of calm, I gain a new sense of peace and divine order in my life. I affirm I can do all things through the power and presence of God within. I come away from this quiet time with renewed strength and confidence. I face any obstacle with courage, any challenge with faith that the highest good will unfold. In a moment of fear or uncertainty, I prayerfully return to my inner calmness and feel my heartbeat. I think clearly, feel deeply, and respond with love. The scripture reading is Isaiah 56:7. For my house shall be called a house of prayer for all people. Our affirmation is prayer connects me with God. Now we have some more music.
Good morning, everybody. What a good-looking crowd out there. You know, all rested up. Now that we're in fake time. It's only 4 months, folks. Yeah. We're gonna do a song called "Hand It Over." Okay? Yeah. All right. Yeah. If your problems won't go away and you're worrying and your answer you can't find. All you need is a hand to hold, heal your body, feed your soul. The road is dark, you can't find your way. Let the Spirit light your way. Hand it over, get on your knees and pray. Get on your knees and ain't no mountain you can't climb. Your answer you can find. All you need is a hand to hold. Heal your body, feed your soul. The road is dark, you can't find your way. Let the Spirit light your way. Hand it over, get on your knees and pray. Get on your knees and pray. Hand it over, hand it over, give it up, and give it over, hand it over. Get on your knees and pray.
Yeah, yeah.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you, Greg and the band. And I have to tell you, there's an energy happening today in here, isn't there? Right from our earlier songs. Thank you so much. We have such a wonderful band, don't we? Okay. Whew. First of all, let's see. We've got a slide going here. We'll go in. Okay. So one of the things I want to say is life is a growth process, right? And I am still in my growth process because you can see a little earlier how well I do when things don't go the way I think they're supposed to go. I had my instant like, wait, where are we? Maybe it's a little control. Maybe it's a little whatever. But you know what? It could work even better if I just went with the flow. Fortunately, I realized that after my first reaction. I backed down. I didn't get up and try to. Okay. That's what it's about. But to be honest, I picked the reading so I kind of expect, you know what I'm saying? I had an expectation. Hey, has that ever stumbled anybody else? Having an expectation? All right, let's see where we go with this. Let's see where we're headed now. Okay, I'm going to start with this. Yesterday morning, I was on the phone with a friend of mine. She's a Unity minister. You've actually met her. She did my husband's memorial service and spoke the following Sunday, Reverend Kathleen Kerswick. I don't know if any of you remember that. Anyway, she is a Unity minister, but she doesn't have a church. What she does is she speaks locally at different churches on Sundays. So we're having our regular Saturday morning conversation, and she said to me, are you finding that your congregation is feeling fear, actually struggling with unity principles? And I thought about that for a moment, and I said to her, no, I don't think I've actually sensed that. I said, and we're working with principles right now. We're doing a prosperity series based on principle. I said, what I have been being told, though, after the service is, thank you for reminding me. This is important for me to know. It's exactly what I needed to hear. So But I just found that interesting because I said to her, is that just like in one place? And she says, no, in several of the different churches that she's been speaking in, that people are really struggling with what's going on in our world right now. Now, that being said, it doesn't mean that we are not perhaps having emotional struggles with a lot of the things that are going on, because there's a lot, I was just joking about that we had a little change in our daily word reading, and look how wonderful I did that, like, wait, that's not it. So we're in a society right now where so much is changing. It's changing at, I feel like it's like, look over here, look over here, look over here in one day. And it's exhausting, and it can make us feel disoriented. It can make us feel anxious. And to me, this is why we are focusing on principle, because this is the path forward. We want to remember, I think, especially when we've got the topic here that life is a growth process, we want to remember that we all have a belief system. We all have a belief system. It's inherent within our human structure. So it comes from our family, it comes from our culture, it comes from our education, all of that. We have this belief system, and we have talked about this before. This is the filter through which we have our experiences. It's also the filter through which we create our experiences. And so, in times like this, where there is so much stuff happening constantly, it offers a big opportunity to get triggered, right? And that's what those embedded belief systems are. So here's what we have as a situation. We all, like I said, have these belief systems, and some of us go through life just believing whatever it is that we grew up accepting and learning and everything else. We don't necessarily even question it. We maybe react to situations. There also are some of us, and I'm including us here because I know that a lot of you have been in Unity a long time. I know that a lot of you come even to my classes, and we've been talking about this. So if we have been on a journey for a length of time that deals with self-awareness, that deals with our personal and spiritual growth through study, meditation, mindfulness, those kind of things, we maybe have a different perspective. We've worked on having and shifting our perspective so that we maybe question and change some of those embedded beliefs. But that's a practice, right? That's a practice. And some of these embedded beliefs have deep roots. I felt them myself where, I get startled. Oh, I thought that's something I worked on years ago. And here I am having the same reaction, So, in fact, has anyone here ever felt fear that almost feels like terror? Perhaps at 5 o'clock in the morning? Perhaps at 5 o'clock in the morning when it's always like for me, 3, 5 o'clock when I kind of wake up, and all of us, that's always things seem particularly anxious at that hour. I wake up and I think to myself sometimes, whoa, it's not really all that bad. What was I so anxious about? The process for change within us so that we can navigate through, especially this time that we're finding ourselves in, is to recognize what's coming up within ourselves. Because we have an inner roadmap. This inner roadmap is the only path that we can take. This is consciousness. You've heard this say, I can only do what I'm able to be aware of doing, right? I can't jump from this consciousness to something like up here if I don't even understand it. Isn't growth a process of evolving, expanding, getting things more evolved, more expansive? So that's your roadmap, and we get a chance to have a practice that can actually change the path for us. But it doesn't change automatically. We have to do the work. Otherwise, we just have this inner path. That is our belief system. That is how we respond and react to life. So what is the path forward that we want to take? What about this one? How about we start right here? All things are possible to him that believes. All things are possible to him that believes. So what does that say to you? Let's stop for 1 second. What does that say to you? In fact, let me go a little step further. What if I said, do you believe in God? Okay, I'm saying it. Do you believe in God? Yes. Okay. Now, let's stop for 1 more minute and say, what does that actually mean to me? What does it mean when I say, yes, I believe in God? Right? Does it mean I believe it's just a belief? It's something I believe in, and it's just yeah, that makes sense to me. I have it in my head. I'm good with this. I'm good with this belief. Okay, let's move along. So, or is it saying that if I believe in God, that God is actually present within me, and that I am radiating out this experience of God when I am centered in the truth that I am a spiritual being having a human experience? That makes a tremendous difference, doesn't it? From just going from a place of, I believe in God, and all is good. Well, maybe not all isn't good, especially if you're experiencing some of the things that people are in our world today, where there's violence, where there's war, where there's just all of that going on. To just say, I believe in God, that's a step, but think about this. What if this whole idea of faith, because that's really what we're talking about, right? If I say I believe in God, we're talking about faith. But what if this whole idea about faith is about releasing a power that is within us? That faith is one of our 12 powers. This is what Charles Fillmore talks about. It's actually the first power that usually comes when we start, because faith is the key to consciousness. Our consciousness. Life is consciousness. That's what we were just talking about before when I said we have this worldview. This is our consciousness. In Unity, we talk about super consciousness, which is divine mind. This is the underlying universal intelligence, which is what we started with this prosperity theme, saying this is substance. Everything is already present. Everything is already there. This is the creative energy. And within this energy, everything is energy, there are all different expressions, individualized expressions. We all are an individualized expression of this all-inclusive allness. This is, I am then an expression of God. I have inherent within me all of the attributes of God. This is what we talk about as the 12 powers. So faith is our first power because everything is contingent on that. Consciousness is also where I draw up from my subconscious, those embedded belief systems we just talked about, which often have defense mechanisms, right? So if I'm fearful, in fact, guess it's a couple of years ago, we did an Enneagram study here. And there's different defense mechanisms that are inherent within us. Mine was basically a moving target doesn't get hit. So I'm not going to sit still and feel my feelings. And that makes a lot of sense when I look back at how I did everything. It was kind of like, okay, I'm gone. I'm out of here. You know, I'm moving. I'm moving and I'm doing. I don't want to feel the hurt. I don't want to feel the pain. We have other people who have a defense mechanism that maybe is on the Enneagram. It ties in with anger. And so it's an aggressive approach to life. I'm going to knock this down. I'm going to be in control. I'm going to be on top of this. Nobody's going to walk on me. You have somebody who is a peaceful person. Well, let me put it this way. Peaceful not meaning I need to create peace. Peace meaning I have to be feeling peace and otherwise I have to leave or I have to just become quiet and withdraw because I am so uncomfortable when there is conflict. So there's lots of different ways we all respond. So the reason all of this is important for us to know is that the way to releasing our power is to understand and accept and feel our emotions, recognize the thoughts that we're having. Here's the wonderful piece of news. We don't have to sit there and try to figure it out. We don't have to do self-healing on the spot. What we can simply do is recognize, wow, let's use the 5 a.m. morning fear, okay? I've had that. So I'll just share with you that actually, I wasn't going to say this, but, well, I'm already here, so let's go. After, we got an uh-oh over there. I guess what it is I don't, it's making me vulnerable. It's like I don't like to always, openly share all the crazy thoughts that I have. But here we are together, and we all, I'm sure, have had them. So I don't think I'm unique. So Bob had just died, and I was having a big adjustment. Several things. First of all, I had really never lived alone as an adult. I'd been married, or even if I was living alone, I had my son with me, but I also would have a partner that I was still involved with. So there was always this safety net, as I saw it. And I had a message growing up. Daddy is the one who can do everything. So it always was like, I better make sure I've got a partner in my life because I need it. Now, I supported myself also for many years, but I did therapy around that. So let's just move along. So Bob passes away. And like I said, I had done therapy. This was an old belief that I had worked on, oh my gosh, almost 40 years ago. Bob and I were together 25 years. So it was well before him. And all of a sudden, after he passed away, I'm laying in bed and I wake up at 3 o'clock or 5 o'clock and I have this anxiety. And it just is like, oh my God, I'm alone. I'm truly alone right now. My son's passed away. Bob's passed away. I have one sister down in Florida. And that realization made me very fearful, made me feel very vulnerable. And all of a sudden, I could feel this terror coming up inside of me. This terror. And one of the things that I did, because I've been on this journey a long time, is I just said, whoa, where did that come from? Where did that come from? And I started my meditation. I was laying there in bed, and I laid on my back, and I just did this, and I just said, let me let this go. Whew, let me let this go. Let me let this energy move out from me. Let me let this go. And then I went into some other place where I said, in this present moment, everything is fine. My life is fine. I have everything that I need. This terror is coming from a past belief that needs to be expelled. It has really nothing to do with this present moment. And when I came to that in this relaxation, because that was the process, relaxation, God is my source. In this place of truth, everything is okay. When I came to this realization, I could breathe. Now, it didn't make the grief part any easier, but the terror never came back. The terror part of it, I get a little nervous and anxious, especially right now, like everybody else, because there's things that we were used to being in place that we have associated with safety and security. Am I right? That now are gone. And we're also experiencing a time when we look around and there are lots of people that have lost jobs and the government is shut and those kind of things. So this is what I'm trying to say. Even if you've done your work, even if you're on a spiritual journey with prayer and meditation, you can find yourself triggered because we still have these embedded belief systems. That's how powerful they are. But we have the choice. And faith is the process. Faith is the key to shifting our consciousness. So how does faith work? Next slide here tells us what Eric Butterworth calls faith. Faith is consciousness centered in universal source. Faith is consciousness. We talked about consciousness. My consciousness started dredging up fears that turned into fear, and then it even went more than that, because that's what happens in those early hour mornings sometimes. But consciousness centered in universal source. God is my source. I am an expression. I am the very expression of this life. Faith simply tunes into and turns on the divine flow that is always present. Faith tunes in and turns on. So rather than having faith in God, I am tuning in. Faith is an activity. It's not just passive. I believe it's an activity. It's an activity where I shift my perspective into that center of truth that I am a spiritual being, that God is my source. I'm open to my good. In this present moment, for all of us here, I would imagine, in this present moment, right here, right now, not before and not in the future, right here, right now, everything is good. We're all together. The music lifted us. There's an energy of love in this space. It is all good. This is the divine flow that we're feeling here right now. This is what faith can bring and offer us. Faith is an expectancy. We can say yes. How many of us struggle with, I can't? Let's stay with this present situation. What can I do? What can one person do if I don't like what's going on? I can't. I'm one person. What about other things in your life? Health, what can I do? They told me I have this condition. What can I do? Faith is an action. So what we do when we get these challenges, when we get triggered with fear, worry, concern, anger, whatever it is, or we start to go into that place of freezing, like, I can't, I don't know what to do. Let me just stick my head in the sand. And I like to do that sometimes. I don't stick my head in the sand. I like to get into bed and pull the covers up. I'm overwhelmed. Whoop. Isn't it comfy and nice in here? Well, running around because you're triggered, or pulling that cover up and sticking your head in the sand, those aren't the solutions. That is not the activity of faith. But you know what? If that's what you end up doing, then you when you can breathe, you simply say, okay, I am going to tune into the divine flow. I am going to experience the presence of God. I am going to practice the presence of God. This is how we build our faith. This is how we start to redirect that map of our interior life, which is only going to be able to do what we see it doing. Think about this. Jesus told us, I am the light of the world. You are the light of the world. Don't hide it under the bushel. The bushel is those invisible fences that we put up. The bushel is those belief systems. The bushel is the fear, the worry, the anger, the terror, whatever that's in and we're hiding under the bushel. We have to break it out. We have to push the bushel out. We can't shine our light. Faith is that very essence of radiating out this light. When I am in tune with this divine flow that is always present, what I receive then are divine ideas, creativity, possibilities. I receive strength. I receive zeal. I receive these elements, these attributes, these possibilities to do the things that are mine to do. I have what I need. It may not sound like what I want. You know, I want more money in my bank. Well, we might have to take an action, but the consciousness has to come first. Otherwise, we're like a little mouse running in that maze, right? How will I get the money? What will I do? How can I grab this extra thing? How can I get? How can I get? We are reversing. How can I release? How can I radiate out? Think of yourself driving a car. You have to do something different, right? So you want to go. So you put your foot on the accelerator and you're driving along and you're going. That is what faith allows us to do. Now, let's say we're stuck in this fear, anger, whatever those embedded beliefs are. And if you put your foot on the accelerator, you're putting your foot on the brake at the same time. You are not going to go anywhere unless you make a change in consciousness and lift your foot off the brake. That's what we're invited to do. Rumi says it, 13th century Persian poet. What he said is, clear the rust off the mirror. Clear the rust off the mirror. The rust is all of that stuff. The mirror reflects where we are in consciousness. And in order to raise our consciousness, in order to expand our light, we have to clear the rust off the mirror. This is not something that Unity is just deciding and making up. This is principle that comes from the Bible, that comes from the ancient belief systems, other belief systems. But we need to do the practice. Practice, practice, practice. Always comes back to that, doesn't it? I do feel like sometimes, like, okay, how can I say that differently? But it's best said to say it the way it is, right? That we have to practice. How do we practice building our spiritual muscle of faith? We practice it with study. Doesn't it help? We're in a class right now looking at metaphysics. Doesn't it help for those of you that are in this class to talk about and understand God, the nature of God? That's what we're talking about. To understand our relationship to God, to understand the universe. How do we draw from this universe? These are the things we're talking about. Studying is important. We studied a book before that, How to Pray. That prayer isn't about the need. The need catches our attention, and then we turn to the divine idea behind the challenge. We turn to the practicing the presence of God. And we practice the presence of God exactly like I just said. What does God mean to me? Faith, love, strength. Those are our powers. Joy. Again, back to that book, the book of joy. And they talked about that. Again, Dalai Lama said mental immunity. What was mental immunity? When you find yourself stuck in negative thoughts, raise your, I'll use this word, raise your vibration, raise your consciousness, move into something positive. Mental immunity. Don't get stuck in the negativity. We are getting, that's a Buddhist idea. We're getting this message from all directions. And this is how we live today with all the stuff that's going on. I am, and I now demonstrate divine abundance. Abundant ideas, abundant creativity, abundant peace, abundant knowing. Isn't faith a knowing? A knowing. It's not just a belief that's a mental process. It is a knowing that with God all things are possible. It's a knowing that anchors us in the center of our divine spiritual nature. It's a knowing that pushes away. We don't have to do that mental gymnastics of trying to figure out, what was that childhood injury that is now making me so fearful. Okay. Often it will come with time and everything else, but in the moment, all we have to do is recognize, whoa, I'm going into negativity. Let me focus on the truth that God is my source, that I am in the flow of divine abundance, which is having everything that I need available to me in this moment, right here, right now. Let's say this together. I am, and I now demonstrate divine abundance. I'm going to move along here a little bit. Okay. So Charles Fillmore says this: through our sense of oneness with the all good, the greatest possible sense of security is realized. So this is the answer to the question that my friend asked me. She said, is your congregation fearful right now with everything that is going on in the world? This is our answer, that as we stay centered in our spiritual truth, that I am one with God, that I am this divine expression of everything that God is, that I can radiate out love and light into the world. As I stay anchored in this oneness with all good, I receive peace. I receive comfort. I am lifted at a higher vibration. So we talk about the fact that everything is energy, right? This whole universe is energy. It's vibrating and it is expressing. This is the creative process. Look at all the energy that is going on with the growth of our trees right outside this window. And now it's fall, and we've got a whole creative process. They release, and then there's new growth. Well, that's how we work too. We release, and then there's new growth. We vibrate at another higher frequency. Fear, worry, all those things are low vibrational energies. Peace, love, enlightenment, they are high vibrational things. We release so that we can grow. And then in the process, we are able to find the faith, the joy, the book of joy, the comfort, the ability to navigate even when it feels like everything around us is blowing up. And we also get to stay focused on the truth that I am not in this alone, that I am here with you. And when we do a collective remembering together that we are this light, we have the ability to send this love and peace energy out. It is an antidote to the shadow side of everything blowing up. It is the antidote. So we get to practice this. And the more we practice, what can one little person do? A lot. You can do a lot. You can pay attention to what you're feeling and thinking and stay connected with faith. Faith in God as my source. Faith in knowing, a knowing that I am this very expression. And that is what I'm here to do. I'm here to radiate light and love, regardless of what's happening out here. And so it is. Amen. Okay. All right, so let's just take these ideas into meditation now. I invite you to take a deep breath in. And let's just relax. Let's just take a breath in. Breathe it out. And as we breathe out, let's release any fear, any concern, any anger, any place that you're finding yourself stuck in negative energy. All we have to do is breathe it out. Release it. Let it go. And let's open to the truth that I am a spiritual being living in an abundant universe, that I am in the flow of creative ideas, possibilities. Everything is available to me right here and right now. My faith is an action that I practice. By practicing the presence of God, I build my spiritual muscle. I say yes to faith. Faith is an expectation. I expect my good. Faith is knowing that life is a creative process, and that even when things look to be out of control, I could still stay anchored in truth that God is the source, my source, the source of life, energy, everything. And now, let's listen.
I see myself in joy and love. I see myself, I am enough. I see myself in joy and love. I see myself, I am enough. I see myself in joy and love. I see myself, I am enough. I see see myself, I am enough.
So let's take another breath in. Move around in your chair. And when you are ready, let's open our eyes and return to this present moment. And now we shift our energy one more time from that nice, quiet, thank you, Greg. We have a new chant for this month. And let's bring up our usher now so that we can do our next part of the law of prosperity, which is giving and receiving. And we know that as we give, we open up, right? Isn't that the process from within out? So we open up to our good. And I invite you now to take your love offering in your hands. And for those of you that are joining us virtually, you can participate, and I encourage you to do that. We would certainly appreciate it. You can go to our website and press our PayPal button, or simply write a check and send it to the church. We have an automatic donation. That's what our 3G giving is. It's an automatic donation, so you can just call the church, let them know the amount, the credit card, and the date you want it charged, and each month it will be automatically taken from your account, and then you don't have to bring your pocketbook. You don't have to remember, do I have any money? It just happens. I do it. I love that freedom. So let's now say our affirmation together. Divine love flowing through me blesses and multiplies all that I am and have, and all that I give and receive.
Good morning. This is one of my songs. You have to put the past away before you can move on to something new. So this is Put the Past Away. 1, 2, 3, 4. You said that I should let go of the past. I was rehashing old crimes, and I think about
Thank you, Susan. That was great. Let's put the past away and stay in this present moment. Let's bring up our love offerings now so that we can bless them. And I invite you to join me in doing just that. Let's close our eyes and just open up to gratitude. An attitude of appreciation, an attitude of accepting, an attitude of being open to the flow of our good. And we say yes, yes to our good, yes to these ideas that are flowing here, yes to the creative spirit, and yes to the financial support that is so important so that we can continue to gather here in love, peace, and joy. And so it is, amen. And before, come on up, Nancy's our platform person, but before we do that, I want to just acknowledge that we had a little shift going on in our outer area here this week. We had to change my office to a different room. There's an expansion with children in our renters organization. And Sharon, Stephen, and Brian put in all the effort to make that happen, and it looks so beautiful. In fact, Brian did the whole. He moved. He got excited painting and came out of the room and down our hall, which it really needed because we had taken a lot of things off the wall, and you know how that looks. So anyway, thank you, all of you that participated in that project. We so appreciate it. And now our platform person, Nancy, is going to tell us what is going on.
Indeed we are, but first, November birthdays. Somebody must have one. There we go. Let's celebrate. Okay, ready to sing?
Happy birthday.
November babies.
Happy birthday to you. I was thinking the other one.
Be sure and stay for the potluck and conversation after the service. Ellen's class, titled Heart-Centered Metaphysics, is on Tuesdays in noon in person or on Zoom, and in the evening at 7 o'clock, the same class at 7 p.m. This is a weekly love offering class. We'll delve into topics such as metaphysics and truth, self-knowledge, spiritual evolution, oneness, and creation. Our first Thursday prayer meeting will be this week from 7 to 8 o'clock. The topic is I've prayed, now what? Let's explore the steps to demonstrating our heart's desires. Anyone, you don't have to be a member of the prayer team, anyone can join us for a free Zoom conversation. Everyone's welcome. Join Reverend Ellen next Sunday, November the 9th, after the service for a deeper dive into Unity Power of Release. Attend this eye-opening session in person or via Zoom from 12 to 1 o'clock. Details for any of these programs, please go to unitychurchofraleigh.com. Our Unity Holistic Wellness Center, yoga, is on Wednesdays at 10 a.m. Caregiver Support Group will be next Sunday, November 9th, via Zoom at 4:30. Vibe Up, which is very popular, hosted by Stacy Page, will be Sunday the 16th from 5 to 7. Enjoy a gentle yoga session followed by guided meditation and a sound bath. Sunday, November 15th, Peace in the Pasture, a mini retreat tailored for women where we can recharge and experience profound healing, joy, and a deeper connection within yourself and nature. It's scheduled for 1 to 4 p.m. Registration is available on eventbrite.com, so this is a different place to look. A link will be provided on the website. Please see our bulletin for more information, and for Unity Church, for the Unity Holistic Wellness Center, it's .org. So we look forward to seeing you all at these events. Thank you.
Thank you, Nancy. Okay, so let's do our prayer for protection together now. The light of God surrounds us.
The light of God surrounds
The love of God enfolds us.
The love of God enfolds us.
The power of God protects us.
The power of God protects us.
And the presence of God watches over us.
The presence of God watches over us.
Wherever we are, God is.
Wherever we are, God is.
And all is well.
And all is well.
And now let's stand and sing our peace song.
Yes, there is peace on earth, and yes, it begins with me. Yes, there is peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be. With God as Creator, united all are we. Yes, we walk with each other in perfect harmony. Yes, peace begins with me. Yes, this is the moment now. With every step I take, let this be my joyful vow. Take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Yes, there is peace on earth, and yes, it begins with me.
And I invite you as you go out from here today to remember that faith is an activity that's always available to us. Shift to the knowing, shift to the center of our spiritual nature, and open to the activity of God. And so it is, amen. So we're going to do a prayer circle now.
Reverend Ellen, can I just make one
Yes.
quick as we're doing that?
Yes.
I just wanted to thank everyone as we're circling up for our prayer. Just thank you, everyone who participated in the coat drive. We've just ended our month with 4 different take-homes, and so thank you so much for the collection of the coats for the children. We'll begin our holiday season starting next week. All right.
Thank you. Thank you, Nisha. And Carol's note in the pocket was the recipient of our drive here as she takes care of children in our community where she works. Oh, and Shanice works. And Shanice, not to be slighted, but oh, okay. So let us just jump into this prayer now. Oh, yes. Nisha's going to take our prayer box. Unity was founded on prayer. We are a prayer ministry, and we have a powerful prayer ministry here. Melanie is our prayer team leader, and we mentioned the prayer meeting that's going to be this coming Thursday at 7 a.m. All are invited. You don't have to be a part of the prayer ministry team. It's a great way to talk about prayer, to talk and to just connect. What we were just talking about, grow your faith muscle. So I invite you all to do that. And any prayer requests, we have several people that are wearing our purple stole today. Nisha, I saw Annie, Reverend Annie, and Melanie. So we have several, and these are great prayers. So if you've got something that's just like you just need to talk about it. Something, it could be serious. It could just be something annoying, kind of little. Let me see if I can release this. See one of these prayer chaplains today, and let them help you find the divine idea behind that challenge. And now let's take this into prayer. Let's take a deep breath in. A deep breath in and connect to that divine nature that we are.